So, Lynn, tell me about Waiting for the Light to Change. I'm so excited to see everybody's reaction to it.
So the film is my very first feature film that I made when while we were graduate students. What I was as a graduate student at DePaul University. And it is I say it's a meditation on female friendships and love and what it's like to live your, I don't know, mid and late 20s.
And are you starring it, or do you just do the writing and producing and stuff?
So I co-wrote it with two other writers and directed it.
Nice, nice. And tell me, what were some of the biggest challenges about working on the film?
I think one of the biggest challenges working on the film was the limited budget. We had $20,000, and that was like the amount that we had for production. And post-production was just basically everybody working for free, and because everybody was passionate about it. And we're also working during COVID. We shot in um we shot in March and April of 2021 for only like 14 days. So very limited time, limited resources, and a lot of like logistical like aspects that we had to like take into consideration. So that was all very challenging. And another one was because we were working with funding from DePaul University and we had to shoot the movie at this time. So we actually did not get the chance to revise the script a lot, and it was very like it was very early, like a very early draft that we shot. We came up with the idea and started writing the script only like 3 or 4 months prior to the shooting. So yeah, it was very chaotic, just like scrambling, just rewriting, casting at the same time, and like waiting for the school to green light the project. And yeah, just like getting crew together, figuring out all the logistics of the shoot, all in a very short time. So that was a great learning experience, and that was very difficult. But I think we came out of it just like better, better collaborators, better filmmakers, better artists, and I don't know. I feel like I became like a better person, like living through this experience of making this movie.
And tell me a little bit about what inspired the script.
The script.
Yes.
So at the time, we had to look for a new idea because of COVID. We couldn't make the movie that we like started out wanting to make. So we were looking for an idea to make this movie. So it's more like the movie and like the funding to make it came before the script. So we were just looking to write something that's very honest and very much what we knew a lot about, and easy to make with like a pretty like small cast of characters. So I mean, I myself, like I looked inwards a lot when I try to write screenplays. So we ended up writing a movie about a group of 20-year-old something going to a lake house and just trying to figure out what they're doing with their lives, I guess. Yeah, it's very mumblecore-ish, even though it's like a little bit different in like style. But yeah, that was a inspiration. I think it was more of a pressure, but also like inspiration, just us living through that phase in life while we were trying to like figure out a story that we wanted to tell.
And I'm just like, I just want to make sure I'm verifying this, I'm understanding this correctly. All the cast members, were they students and fellow students of yours, or were they people, actual actors and actresses that you found outside the school? How did that work?
So it was a mixture. So the crew were entirely students, myself included, but the cast, one of them is a classmate in film school. So yes, she was a student at the time, and I think she's still in school right now. And we looked some cast members we knew of, they were in Chicago. Some cast member we found on backstage, and just connection with the theater school as well. So the casts were not all students. We just looked for them um, on like different platforms and just using different connections.
That's wonderful. I like that. That's really a good way to do it. I like that. And
Thank you.
without giving too much away, what's one scene you're most looking forward to everybody seeing?
Um, Wait, can you repeat the
Yeah, yeah,
question?
yeah. What scene are you most looking forward to everybody seeing in the film without giving too much away?
Oh my God, this is really hard. Without giving too much away. So there's one scene like right, pretty much like in the. Oh, there are a couple. I have like there are a couple of scenes I like, and they are all like very long scenes. Um, but there's this scene of the three women in the film, and then there's two women like at before this like half of it, and it's just very long patient scene in the middle of the movie, where they talk a lot about love, and just it got really emotional. I mean, it gets really emotional in the movie during that scene, and it's pretty long. It's like 10-minute scene. So I'm excited for people to watch that because it's you learn a lot about the character there, and a lot of the audience members who have seen the movie, they said that, oh, they felt like they were in the room with the characters. So that's one of the scenes that I am excited for everyone to see. But there are other scenes too where there's a lot of like wonderful, I'd say, moments on set that kind of reflected in the movie. And some scenes are challenging, but now we feel very proud of them.
And what's next for you now that everyone's getting ready to see this?
So I have a couple of uh features that I'm developing at the moment. And one is a US film, and one is the film that is going to be set in Vietnam about my mom and my grandma. Both of these are in pretty early stage of development, but I'm learning a lot, and trying to apply what I've learned since the making of Waiting for the Light to Change to these films. And yeah, hopefully they will be ready in the next couple of years.
I can't wait for the world to see them, and I know we will. And I just want to say, Lynn, it's been a pleasure to speak to you and get to know you, and I can't wait to talk to you again soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yes.
you. Enjoy. Good luck. I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.